Hello everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity. Last time we left off, we made ourselves a mutagen producer and a mutatron, I believe. And now I have everything I need to make the advanced mutatron. So we're gonna go ahead. So I've been doing off-camera work for about a week now. All of the last session was recorded all basically in one big batch, as I'm sure you could probably tell. And so, now we have our mutatron. I'm going to need more genetics labware, so we're going to need more diamonds. As a result of that, this has been running for quite a while, and I've more or less solved our tin problem. At least, well, I mean, it's not a huge amount of tin, but it's at least some tin. We've got our cobblestone full already, but I mostly contributed to that with a little project that I'm working on down over here. I'm choosing marble for this room, and you'll see why. The reason it's 2 stories here is I'm going to rip up the floor between the two. So, floor / ceiling. I may even go 3 levels down. I don't know. We'll see. It's a 21 by no, sorry. 20. Yeah, it should be 21 by 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, it's 19 by 19. Sorry. It was originally going to be 21 by 21, but 2 blocks over there is the laser drill hole, so I had to cut it back about 2 blocks. So we ended up with 19 by 19. So yeah, so now we have our advanced mutatron. So today we're going to use it, but first, our node here. So I've been keeping up with this guy, and it's still at 55 aspects. We haven't gotten a new one since Instrumentum. However, well, here, I'll let you guys get a good look at it. So there you go. That's basically everything. Hope you're getting a good look at the aspects. It's risen pretty high in a few. It's almost a 90 with Herba. So now, however, right beyond this portal, I'll give it a few seconds to load here, is this. Aurum, the last aspect on our checklist. The very last one. So we'll get this guy, move him over to our place. There we go. And now we have ourselves, in just a moment, we'll have ourselves, there you go, Aurum just popped on. You can see in the list of aspects, just under Instrumentum, Aurum 1. Okay, now that we're done looking at that, I'll switch my GUI scale back to large for you guys, because now we're not going to be able to see it. But if I just blink over it slightly, you know what, let's do this again. Boom, Aurum right at the top. Now, however, all of this has been made obsolete. That's right, I have a new formula for a mega node that we are going to be working toward today. So first and foremost, this is why I've been spending so much time with bees. We're going for a Viz bee right now. So I need to mix an ethereal with a sinister, and I believe my ethereal princesses are over here. Yes, they are. So I've made a bunch of ethereal princesses using genetic templates, as one might expect. I've got some infernal bees running in the nether that we'll go collect right now. So all the bees have been culminating towards the formula for the perfect node. And I'll show you guys how to get that in just a minute. But first things first. There we go. So we got our 2 bees that we need. So now we're going to go to the Mutatron. Which means I need to make more genetic slabware, which means I was supposed to grab some diamonds, that's right. Oopsie daisy. I don't see any mobs. Yeah, we're on the right difficulty. Maybe there were mobs. I just didn't notice them a second ago. So, genetic slabware. I have everything stored down here now. I don't have any storage upstairs. Which, you know, I somewhat regret. Let's see, I don't need... Let's see. 4 makes 64, right? You know what? I'll just keep a few upstairs. Yeah. So basically these things are empty now, which is nice. Let's see, we're gonna need more of these, so let's just go ahead with it. Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay, so now we have all the genetic slabware we need. So we're gonna go over to our advanced Mutatron. Pump in this stuff, put our 2 bees in, and that'll allow us to make a Viz Queen. But now I need mutagen. So mutagen. My best option would be uranium from Industrial Craft. Do I make this stuff again? Tiny pile of uranium. Is there any way to make this stuff? Nope. I'm sure you can make it with bees. I just don't know how. So, with that in mind, we'll take Yellorium instead, because I'm pretty sure Yellorium is the second best candidate at 1,000 per ingot. So we'll do that. This is a bit slow, so that's gonna suck. Oh, no, I don't want it all. There we go. Should be more than enough. Oh, and there we go. We've already started producing our Viz Queen. So there we have it. We have a Viz Queen. Let's put her through our little Beealyzer here, and I'll show you guys what she can do. She's got a shorter lifespan, slow production speed, slower pollination, flower type with a node, has fertility of 1:1, territory average, humidity and temperature tolerances of both. She works only in the day and produces that kind of comb. Now, none of that is acceptable. Fortunately, I've developed this little guy, a genetic template containing all of the traits I want. Actually, I would like the flower nodes trait. Yeah. Well, no, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. So let's put her through that. And since the species marker is missing, basically what we're going to get out of here is a Viz Queen with all of these traits. Fertility of 4, all that nice stuff. And boom, Viz Queen. So now what we do is I just put this thing in an apiary and let it run its course until we get some offspring here. So you can take this one since it's empty. I was doing robust, guys. This is how I got the humidity tolerance for both. Humidity. Oh my god. Stop saying the word, move on. So I've got timely and lordly bees working on doctoral bees, which is where I got the temperature tolerance of both 3 and the longest lifespan, which I realized I just gave to this guy, so he's going to take forever to reproduce. Whoops. Well, what next? I believe rejuvenating bees are next on our list. So that's attuned with a viz. Okay, we can't do that just yet. Pure is transmuting with rejuvenating. I do have transmuting bees, I believe. They may not be in their apiaries because they finished their... the drunkard effect is kicking in. That gives me weird things. Okay, let's see. They would be in here if they were done. Transmuting, yes. Okay. Which means the drones are over here. 64 transmuting. So basically what I've been doing is a bee gets to a cycle until it's produced 64 drones, at which point I swap it out, or I take it out of its apiary, I store the 64 drones in here, and I store the pristine princess in here. That way I have a good sample of bees, so that I can resume production of more drones at any moment if I need to. And also, I have plenty of stock drones in order to crossbreed, either with the Mutatron or whatever else. Alright, so we're now basically just waiting on the Viz Queen to finish its rotation, so I'll cut here and I'll bring you guys back in once the Viz... Well, I guess we're just continuing the last episode, aren't we? Welcome back. The Viz Princess has done its thing, although for some reason it's not a standardized breed, which is weird. Probably because the drone wasn't standardized. That would make sense. Bright side, I can get the node flower trait back. Downside, this is not at all what I had hoped for. That's okay. The main thing that I wanted was the fertility 4, so now I've created a genetic template that only has the fertility 4 gene, so we'll just swap this out. Okay, for some reason I thought I had lost a genetic trait there. So we'll swap those guys out. And then let's get our next mutation. So what I want to do with the Viz bees now is I want to turn them into rejuvenating bees, which have the genetic trait. Where is the genetic? There it is. Of recharging. And what this does is it reduces the recharge rate of a node. So it's like if you had the bright modifier on a node, but instead it just randomly recharges 1 point of one aspect. So pretty nice to have. And so to make one of them, all I need to do is combine an attuned princess with a Viz drone. So we do have an attuned princess, and I do have a Viz drone. Look at that. All fine and dandy. So now we go to our Mutatron, and we do this again. Attuned. Rejuvenating, please. And now these two are done, so they should have the 4-4 trait, and then I can just breed the rest of the traits the way I want them. There's no rush. And now I don't have to change all the other traits of the rejuvenating bee. I can just go ahead and increase its fertility, so that way I get as many drones as possible. So what I am going to do now, though, is I don't need you guys anymore. No, I don't need you guys anymore. So you go ahead and do that. We have our rejuvenating queen, which has... Here we are. Which has the recharging aspect. It flowers off of a node, and it has all those other traits. So, we now have our... However, it's not cave dwelling, and it's not nocturnal, right? Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. Did we get the node flower? No, we didn't. So that's fine. You guys go ahead. Okay, so now what we do is we take our rejuvenating queen, and then let's just put her in an apiary so she can have her offspring. Boom, and then we'll give the traits we want to the next generation. Since it's just going to be one princess and one drone, we'll just increase the fertility to 4, and then I can get the traits that I want off of her and put them onto anything, like the recharging effect. So there you go. So then we'll be able to give the ability to recharge nodes to any breed of bee I want, which will be amazing. And honestly, I'm thinking of giving it to doctoral bees, because they produce jelly babies, or jelly beans, as most of the people I know call them. I think jelly babies is a British thing. If you don't know, the timely, lordly, and doctoral bees are references to Doctor Who. So you got time, lord, doctor. Ta-da! So yeah. So now we're just waiting on that one to finish its life cycle. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Which will be... After rejuvenating, we do empowering, I believe. Which is a Viz Princess and a rejuvenating drone. So I'll need to get the Viz trait off of a bee and put it onto a princess. Oh, you're done. Hold on. So that frees up a new apiary. Robust. Robust. There we go. And you two, you're not nocturnal for some reason, but you two are. But the rest of my bees are not, so in order to continue their life cycle, boom. Alrighty, so I'll end this one here, and by the next episode we'll have our rejuvenating bee and our Viz bee all done. I guess I don't really need the Viz bee for anything. I could just go ahead and bring it up to the next tier. But I think I'll wait until I have the Viz trait, the Viz species trait isolated. I don't want to be stuck without a breed that I might need in the future. So yeah, so that's going to be where this one ends here today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff. As always, if you did enjoy, please leave... Oh, our Orem is done. Let's check this out first. It managed to get 9 points. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I really should just put an arcane lamp in this room. I had one extra robust drone, so let's just void him. Boom. So the next thing we'll be working towards is this empowering bee, and what it allows us to do is it brightens a node. So it will gradually change a node from normal to bright, or from pale to normal to bright, or from fading to pale to normal to bright. So, not very much use for this guy, since he's already a bright node. But that guy could be brighter. So yeah, that's the plan for the next one. So I'll see you all then, and bye for now.